The St. Lucia Labour Party's challenger for the Castries South-East seat, Joachim Henry, says he was deeply disturbed by the actions of his opponent, Guy Joseph, whom he accuses of using the recent death of his son and the response to his message of condolences to spread malicious falsehoods about him. Henry said he felt further troubled on the weekend by mounting evidence of his opponent's deceptive practice.
You tell people we are friends using the condolences, but still double down on something that's untrue. But further you tell them that Kenny gave me money and I did nothing in bad news. But this is the person, this is in the same people you have just said to. Here's the evidence. Joachim is my friend. So you use the condolences to seduce them, and then you put the lies there.
Henry, a member of the Seventh-day Adventist Church, is said to be struggling with the sudden loss of his son. In an interview Monday with host of Zafenu talk show, Henry said he felt it was all becoming too much and he had to confront his opponent, Guy Joseph, on Saturday. Minister Joseph was at the time officiating the Seventh-day Adventist Sabbath service at Forestierre.
I went up Forestierre. When I got there, then it dawned on me that, oh, guys at church. I went by the, now my wife followed me. My wife told me no, not to do this. You understand, but my wife followed me. My wife said, I'm coming with you, but not to do this. My wife tried to stop me along the way. I said, no, I have to confront Guy. When I went there was church. I went in front of the church. I saw church was going on. When I reached at the front of the church, they stopped. They paused. And then I asked, where is Guy? Guy was on the pulpit preaching at the time.
Oh, he's a preacher?
I told, well, he was on the, he was officiating. He was on the pulpit.
Okay.
Right? But he had his mask on, so I did not recognize him. But he removed the mask. And then I asked him, I confronted him because church had stopped. You understand? I honestly going
But
up
did
there,
you interrupt the services?
When I entered the church stopped. You understand? When the church stopped, I asked, where is Guy? The service stopped because Guy, the person who was on the pulpit, stopped. Right? I didn't know it was Guy there. But
and then when he moved his mask, you noticed he was the one.
When he moved the mask, when the service stopped, I asked, where is Guy? Then somebody in the congregation said, why do you want to see Guy? Right? And I said, I want, and then I broke and I said, look here, Guy's doing me something that's evil. I want to see him. And then when I looked again at the person who was standing at the pulpit, I realized it was Guy. And I had the exchange with him.
The St. Lucia Labour Party weighed in on the matter, calling for a show of empathy and respect for a grieving father and family.
The SLP believes there is a time and a place for everything. This period of mourning for Mr. Henry and his family has not deterred a campaign of deceit towards Mr. Henry from his opponent, the MP for Castries South-East. Understandably, but regrettably, Mr. Henry, being overwhelmed with the death of his son, sought to address the MP for Castries South-East, who has shown himself to be insensitive, abusive, and disrespectful to Mr. Henry and his family. Honorable Guy Joseph preaches peace and love on the pulpit, but in practice has taken politics to its lowest level against his opponent, Joachim Henry, who is still trying to deal with his loss.
Newsforce sought to reach out to the parliamentary representative for Castries South-East, Guy Joseph, for his version of events, but he was unavailable for comment. Stanley Lucian for the HTS Newsforce.